125 on the year, 2-1 in EIWA. This is a match starting at 125 pounds. Nick Babin for Columbia, number 26 in the country. The junior, 13-8 on the year, taking on Carter Bailey, number 30 in the country for Lehigh. First year for Bailey. He's 6-5 this year. Earned his first career major decision, a 16-3 win over Navy's Grant Treaster last Saturday in the win over the midshipmen. Locked up at the center of the mat to start. Babin throws him away. Former EIWA Wrestler of the Week just last week, not too long ago for Babin. Rolling the left wrist. Babin hunched over, trying to, looks like he was just bending over at the waist. Now turning around, now he's got the Bailey's grip really on Babin's left hand. Babin breaks free. He wants to go lower. Steadies his knees, rolling the right arm of Bailey. Babin turn around. Bailey breaks free. He'll reset. Right out of the gate, both wrestlers just kind of still feeling each other out, but Bailey trying to, looked like now he's trying to go upper body, trying to change up the style so far.
Yeah, it seems like he's moving off of that 2-on-1 into that underhook tie, trying to control the left side of Babin. Babin did a good job of clearing those 2-on-1 ties and now meeting his pressure down on the mat, keeping his head in good position, not letting him get that over tie.
And Babin, you could see him reaching for that left leg, maybe trying to look for the knee there, but he just was a little, just not in the right position to even secure it. Bailey doing a really good job over up top. Will stop for Stanley, but good. That'll be good for Babin. He'll reset in neutral with about 1:21 to go in the opening period. Babin 13-8 this year, ranked number 32, 30 Bailey for the Mountain Hawks. Now Babin diving down and resets now at 125. Columbia will take on Cornell on Sunday, continuing the EIWA schedule. Lehigh taking on Arizona State tomorrow. This whole month of January, Lehigh has done just back-to-backs every weekend. They have been on the road for at least 5 of their last 6 meets. Babin, his right knee on the ground, now elevates with under 40 seconds to go, scoreless period. 2 wrestlers ranked within 2 points of each other in the poll. Babin rolling the right wrist, now breaks away, and Bailey's still. Now Bailey tried to go on the attack. Babin matches him, and now they both within that crouch. Now Babin diving for the head, for the lower body, pushing his head into the abdomen of Bailey. Babin with his left leg extended, his right knee planted with 10 seconds to go in the first. We'll stop for stalemate. The officials today, Lewis Baker and Steve Marcus, as we reset in neutral. Babin. Bailey doubled over, trying to break free Babin. That'll take us to the end of the first period. What did you see out of the first mile? What can Babin do a little bit differently going into the second?
A couple things is he's doing a good job of clearing that 2-on-1 tie. He had a good defense on that underhook as well, not letting him get to that front headlock position, which is pretty deadly once you get down there. I think, starting top-bottom, he needs to get out, get back to his offense, start working his own 2-on-1 ties, and get to his shots.
Down on the bottom to start the second. Bailey scrambling around. Babin trying to steady himself, but Bailey swiveling his hips around on that left backside of Nick Babin. Riding time in favor of Bailey. Bailey with a nice little tie-up, but Babin still holding on to his left foot there. Riding time at 21 seconds. Bailey on the backside, backpacking him. Babin, though, hunched over, his left hand on the mat, trying to stand up, but Bailey is not letting Babin stand up. They want to stall. Columbia bench wants to stall against Bailey. They're not going to get one, though, and Babin
wrestling back in for that reversal point right now.
Yeah, he's really close. He's trying to get on top, and Bailey tumbles one. Now he does get the 2-point.
Looks like he's locked up for a cradle. If he can find the position here to turn him, then he can get some back swipes.
Now really benefit him. He's got the 2-point reversal already, but the challenge brick thrown by the Mountain Hawks bench. 30 seconds of riding time now dwindling in favor of Babin, who leads by 2 with the reversal. And Babin over on that right leg double grasp with his hands. Columbia up in arms about the stoppage, but we're going to look at the challenge block thrown by the Lehigh coaching staff. Head coach Pat Santoro in his 15th season, associate head coach Brad Dillon Zach Ray also on the staff, and Evan Henderson for the Mountain Hawks, Columbia, coached by Tonelli, of course. And they are going to go to the replay there to kind of review what just progressed there. And he was definitely, you saw a couple of those back swipes, as you mentioned. You saw him kind of turning around, and especially the way the sequence started when he was on the back side of Bailey. It was on Babin. Bailey had a really good grip, and then Babin kind of went around and was on top.
Yeah, it looks like he was doing he had a really good job making some space, and then when Bailey seemed to try to come back and pressure back on top, he took advantage of that. He had kind of had an angle on him and was able to get his arm underneath his leg and able to keep that head down. And so when he was able to turn that corner and lock those hands, he really needed control in order to gain those 2 points. And I believe that's what the challenge is right now, is seeing who had control at what point, and if truly he did beat his hips to be able to secure that 2-point reversal.
And you can tell, obviously, Babin, a junior, and Bailey, the freshman, the first year, but Bailey doing a really excellent job of, he was backpacking on top of Babin using the veteran experience, knowing how to kind of break out of those moves and land some of his own with the reversal too. But I think that it looks like it was in that direction, and Babin did a good job again of kind of breaking through, and he shaved off the rotting time. It wasn't anywhere near the minute mark yet. It was about like 35 seconds or so. But you kind of see that after the first period, the second, really entertaining second, as the officials, Baker and Marcus, break through the review. So the 2-point reversal is confirmed. So it is a 2-0 lead. It will stay for Babin with 52 seconds on the clock, and assistant coach Dylan looking on with the officials, talking about what just transpired between that call. But they did get the call right. That was the right call. He got a good firm sitting spot on the reversal and able to break free. And this time Babin's going to be on top, and Bailey on the bottom for Lehigh with 52 seconds remaining in this second. Babin up by 2. Reverse rolling around Babin. Bailey breaks around, and he gets his own 2 points reversal there and knots it up at 2 with 38 seconds to go in the second.
Bailey did a really good job of following that Granby roll, took advantage of that space and was able to turn him over.
Really tight match, and you can see just how closely contested this is. 2 wrestlers separated by only a couple points in the top 35 list. And Babin's just hunched over, double over, trying to break free, and Bailey has got a good grip around his waist with 15 seconds to go in the middle period. Babin, the first-year Bailey, really impressing with his adjusting his positioning. Now his left leg between inside the right knee of Babin, and that'll be it for the second period. And final 2 minutes, knotted up at 2. Running time a minute in favor of Bailey. That could be the difference maker, but we still have a lot of time left to go in the 125-pound bout, the opening bout of this EIWA wrestling matchup.
Realistically, Bailey needs to get up and out, secure his 1 point of riding time, and he gets his reversal.
He does get the 2-point reversal right out of the gate. It's a 4-2 lead for the Mountain Hawks right out of the gate. And he does get the riding time over a minute, so that could be a factor to keep an eye on that as it ticks upwards over 65 seconds as Babin stumbled over Bailey, hunching over on him, not releasing his grip. Now he tries to just go through the legs of Babin to try and bring him down, but Babin is trying to get on top and trying to reverse. He's going for the back. He's now angling his upper back, rolls around, and he does get the 2 point. Pin. He's looking for the pin as well, knotted up at 4. Babin trying to turn over Bailey, trying to get the shoulder blades to the mat. He's using that right leg, that right knee. It's very close. It's almost inches away, it seems, as he's almost got part of it down, at least that fraction of the right shoulder. Babin trying to work for the pin on Bailey.
Bailey doing a good job of keeping his leg in position.
Now Babin just sees the leg, drives, diving down, under a minute to go. Final period, knotted up at 4, routing time under a minute. Babin trying to just get him close, he gets the pin.
And the Columbia guys ecstatic. Another huge pin for Babin, another great win for Babin as well.
Nick Babin, first win of the duel goes to Babin for Columbia.
It seems like he saw that cradle early in the second period, on that escape, and when he rolled to that cradle, was almost able to secure some back swipes. He knew it was there, and so when he went back to the well in the third period, he was finally able to really get that angle and be